everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you my March flip through and April plan with me, and I have never had so many requests to do a March/April plan with me. I didn't do a March plan with me just because I did it a little differently. I did it more the bullet journal style where I waited every week to make the next spread or ink it fully just in case I changed something. But April, I just went ahead and inked everything so you guys can see it. So, we'll just go ahead and get started right away with the March flip through. So, this is my full 2-page spread. Yeah, pretty much just, I wanted a 2-page spread for my calendar because the little one I wasn't using that I had back in January and February, and I just needed something other than color coding to make sure I was getting everything. And I really like how this turned out. I kind of fell out of the habit about right here with using this, so I'm hoping for April I can get back into the habit. But it's really nice for me to just flip here, see what's coming up and stuff. So that was really nice, and I just had to do this month goals and upcoming, and I don't have an upcoming anymore because I never used it. And March looks completely different than my last 8 months of bullet journaling, by the way. So this was completely my brain went AWOL pretty much. And I was just realizing how visual my mind is becoming with the older I get, and how I just I've always been a visual person, but just with how visual my bullet journal needs to be for me to understand how much time I have in between things and that kind of thing. So my habit tracker looks a lot different because I realized I wasn't doing that many things or wasn't tracking that many things, so I just did little calendars for each, and I actually find that I see more patterns this way than if it was just in a straight line. So I like this a lot better. And then I tried the Boho Berry time log and self-care tracker, and I actually love this. I love seeing what my time goes to, and I love tracking this. It's just so interesting to me. And this looks a little bit different next month. I have my checker life check, and again, I always love doing this. It's just a nice weekly reminder of how well I'm doing. And then my change page. This is something I created. I took sort of inspiration from the Mood Mandala by, I believe it was Bujo Mama. I could be wrong. I'll put a little thing in the video, but I don't have a compass. So I was like, okay, well, I don't have a compass. I don't want to try and draw those circles. So I made a Zentangle mood square instead. So that's what this is. And I'm actually a little bit behind on it. This was my February review in March planning. So I realized that a lot of stuff worked, but a lot of stuff wasn't working for me. And I wanted to add a few things. So, yeah, and then I added a theme thing so I could try out different washies together and figure out which ones I wanted to use. I just kind of did a little brain dump here of just me figuring out what colors I wanted, and March was purple theme because it was my anniversary with Austin, and purple has just always sort of been our color because all the dances we went to, we wore purple, I guess, and that's just how I see us, I guess. And then this is what my weeklies look like now. So I don't have a dashboard. I don't have journaling. I don't have any of that. I wanted a time bar kind of thing, so that way I could visualize how much time I had in between things, because between Mary Kay, classes, and just free time, it was hard for me to figure out how much time I had in between what. And this really helped me figure out how much free time I actually had to get stuff done. So I had to do this week. I love this. This is so helpful. And this is helpful too. It's just another visual to let me see how many days I have before something's due and how much time I have. And I really love the layered washi, and I love this spread. And I do it every week for the month of March. Spring break was a little bare because I just didn't want to do much and I just didn't want to think about anything. Now we're back to usual, so That's pretty much just how all of March was. This was for a double spread insert page for my career conference, and I'll be explaining project pages and insert pages in my next video that'll be coming after this that explains all that kind of stuff, so stay tuned. I have a little packing list down here. This was just really helpful to let me know what was coming up when for that weekend. This is this week's, and yes, this says just go pee because that's something I learned in my Mary Kay training, you know, baby steps, you know, in the morning, just go pee and see where it goes. That's a whole other rant I could go on, but trust me, it's inspirational. And, yeah, so today is actually Monday the 27th, so when I'm filming this, it's a little bit late, but I was busy this weekend. And this is just how all of March and April is now going to look. I switched up April a little bit. You'll see in a little bit, but this is just a Harry Potter tracker. I haven't been reading hardly at all, but again, I dropped a class, so hopefully I can get a little bit more me time in. Haven't been able to get into this book yet, but I'm hoping once I actually start reading it, I'll get into it. And I had a chapter tracker for all the other Harry Potter books. I couldn't not make one for Goblet of Fire, so this is what I came up with, and this is actually gold sparkly Christmas washi from Caitlin. I started buying groceries for my own little cabinet at Austin's apartment since I usually go over around dinner time, but I didn't want him to feed me all the time because, I mean, he's on his own now, and I just didn't want him to have to worry about feeding me all the time, so I just have a list of groceries here. It's what I bought, how much it was, and from where, so if I ever am in the mood for something, or whenever I'm making my list for that week, I can just go in here and pretty much already know what my total is going to be, so that's really nice. Again, a project page for my children's literature assignment. The Disney and Pixar lettering challenge I did this month. I still have like 4 days left. But I really like this. I think I'm going to try and do more lettering challenges because I am so much more confident with my lettering skills now. It's awesome. And then my memories. I still have a lot to fill in. So hopefully exciting things will happen. Because I don't want to like have just this be blank. But I'm sure I can find a quote or something. This is just photography stuff. This is the class I dropped. This was just a little study page for my midterm. And then this was for a project. Just regular collections, just a wish list of stuff I want to buy for myself, and YouTube ideas for my bullet journal account. And we come to April. So April is a lot like March, but a little different at the same time. So again, full full calendar spread. I only have the goals section. I kind of want to do a due this month section, but because I'm now only in 2 classes, I don't think I'll really need it. I mean, it might be helpful, but I don't know if I'll actually need it or not, so I might just doodle some flowers or something right here. Again, follow my Instagram if you want to see finished closer up finished product photos of all these spreads. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to try really hard and get into the habit of using this because I've set up April to act like a morning routine. So everything in the front I'm going to be looking at daily. I'm going to try my hardest to get a morning routine because I've been trying for the last month or so, but it just hasn't been happening. Just because my schedule is so weird, and between Mary Kay, school, another job, boyfriend, family, it's just kind of hard in the morning to get anything done. So yeah, so I pretty much have it set up so I can just look at this first and every day and then go on with the rest of my daily routine. Obviously, there are some things that are going to be added in the back of the month, but I feel like they belong in the back of the month. You'll see what I mean. So habit tracker, I actually changed today. I changed this part. So I noticed I was using even less things for my habit tracker. I was tracking even less things, so I just made little calendars, and then this is my mood tracker thing. So I added 2 more things. So I added relaxed and excited to this, so my mood tracker will be a little cooler. And I didn't do a mood square or anything this month just because the one back here took me so long to do that, I mean, it took me half of February to like draw it all out. So, and I mean, I only really worked on it when I was bored in class anyway, so it probably wouldn't have taken me that long, but yeah, you know what I mean. So this is a lot faster, a lot more efficient, and a lot of the things that I actually want to track. I have a little more room down here if I want to add another one, but I don't think my OCD will let me. And then again, time log and self-care tracker, so I changed the colors down here to match the theme a little more. Plus I added bullet journal, so I have Mary Kay, study, class time, art, work, and bullet journal. And I was just putting bullet journal underneath art on my March one, so I'm happy that I have a bullet journal specific color that I can use, because bullet journaling and art, in my opinion, are not the same thing, even though it could be considered art, but the art I'm talking about is like, you know, painting, that kind of stuff. So and then I also added 1 through 10 down here, instead of the 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of 1 through 5, for my self-care tracker. So, and then I have a gratitude log, and I don't know why, but I'm really weird with gratitude logs. Like, I've tried it multiple times, this just never worked, and I couldn't really pinpoint why. I think it's because I don't really know why I feel so weird about doing a gratitude tracker. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it the boho berry way, and, you know, just do like fun lettering and doodles and stuff like that instead of actually like writing a sentence. I don't know, to me it's just a little weird. I don't know why it's weird to me, like it shouldn't be, but it is anyway. So I'm gonna do like, you know, fun hand lettering and doodles and stuff on this page to show my gratitude for things. And in the last few weeks I have been noticing things I'm grateful for. I guess I'm just not used to expressing why I'm grateful for things, so it just felt a little odd. But I'm excited to try this month. And checker life check is, it looks a little different. I just took away the 1, 2, 3, 4 and all the information because I already know what they all mean. So I just added this section down here, so whenever I post a picture or an update, I can, you know, people can see which colors mean what. And then my change page for my word of the year, so you can see now why it's sort of geared toward you know, morning routine, because it's like calendar, habit tracker, time log, self-care tracker, gratitude, checker life check, change, and then it gets into my weeklies and dailies. So I really don't like these 2 dailies. I thought it was going to look cooler whenever I designed it, and it doesn't look that great. So I'm not really happy with these 2, but it'll work. And then it comes back to the weeklies, so again, cursive, springy colors for all of these, and I've switched it up to where I actually block in my Mary Kay time, because, you know, if I don't have anything in there, it just counts as free time. But if I have something filled in, like meeting I do here, then I know I have something going on. And before, I didn't have this just already all planned out in my bullet journal. I just would go in and add in the times that I had in March, that I had already booked for March. And this way, at least I know I can look in my bullet journal and find all the information I need, rather than having to carry around 3 different planners. I'm trying to cut down how many I have to carry around whenever I'm doing my Mary Kay business, because it's getting a little ridiculous. And then I have my due next week thing over here. These weeklies change every week, so they don't look completely the same. Just testing stuff out. For example, this top part was actually inspired by Caitlin of Sunshine and Stationery, and that part was actually on her weekly dashboard, but I wanted to try it for my due section instead of having it down here. Again, just trying it out. I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't really have a due next week section, so that might give me a little bit of anxiety, but I'll live. And then it goes back to this with the due down here. let's see, how was it different from the first one? It's not really that different from the first one. But anyway, I went back to my old ways, you know, in case I have a little anxiety from the first one. And then, or, you know, from this previous one without the due next week thing. So I just went back to my old way that I know works. And then for the fourth one, I kind of did a version of the two. So these aren't connected. This is what's due for this week, and then I have this, which is due for this week. I put the headers down at the bottom. I don't actually have the days on here. Oh, wait, yes I do. Never mind, up there. And then I have Saturday and Sunday down here, and the little thing down here. So, again, I just sort of messed around with it and played around, I guess, and just tried new things, but still having it work for me, I guess. And then I have April Memories. Can't really see it, but April Memories. I love doing the 2-page memories spreads. It's just so fun to go back and look and see what's happening in that month. And then I have this spread. I've never really done an artsy page in my months, so I actually got this. I actually saw it from Bon_journal on Instagram. There'll be links below to all these people I'm mentioning, by the way. And her tutorials are awesome. I mean, these are not hard to draw. It looks super hard, but it's not, and it's not done, which is okay. And this is just another project page that I made the other day for these shirts we're gonna wear whenever we go to Springfield to go, you know, talk to legislators and stuff. So I was just making some designs and stuff that we could choose from. And that's all I really have for April. I plan on doing probably a lettering challenge. I'll probably put on these 2 pages, and I'm sure I'll have some other project pages I'll be making, or just collections. So so yeah, that's all I have for April. So I guess I'll do a little flip through before I do the washi time lapse, because I know a lot of people said they liked seeing that. So here's just a before flip through. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this plan with me video, and I hope I explained it well enough. I feel like this is probably one of my shorter ones. I could be wrong. I haven't really seen how much time I've recorded so far, but hopefully this is helpful. Go ahead and like tag me in all of your April spreads if you used any of mine for inspiration. It really makes my day. And before we go on to the washi time lapse, I just want to say subscribe for more bullet journal videos. This is a solely bullet journal channel, so you'll get all bullet journal kinds of videos. Maybe happy mail or junk journaling in the future. Click the bell next to subscribe if you want notifications for whenever I upload. Click the like button if you enjoyed, because one, it helps me know what videos you guys like more than others, and 2, it'll help you find me faster, either through search results or in your liked videos list, because I know I watch a lot more videos than I think I do, and finding and going through my liked videos helps me a lot. And comment down below which spread was your favorite, or if you plan on doing any of these spreads, or if you already have April planned out, go ahead and tell me. Let's just have a little April section in the comments, because I love talking to people about bullet journaling. It's so much fun, and I love seeing everyone's different styles. So thanks for watching, and we'll go ahead and get with the washi time lapse. See you later.